Yeah. All right, it's time for a grape shot cannon. Now, I really like grape shot cannons. They're a lot of fun, particularly, they're cheap. And when people are trying to push onto a point like this, they're very, very strong. What's this guy doing? Friend? Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. What was he doing? Hey boys and girls, it's KnightStalker here. Welcome along today to Dune Hold. Check it out. This is one of the special missions that pop up time to time. It's from a few seasons ago, the snow season. Season 5, I think season 6, somewhere there. Anyway, it's kind of a cool game mode and I really quite like it. It plays a little differently to the standard modes of play, and I'm going to take a bit odder units that I wouldn't normally take, as well as my Imperial Spearguard. So this is basically, it's a field match without being a field match. You can, the area is smaller, you can maneuver around it with infantry. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of flanking opportunities for cavalry, which is why I've taken the Halberdier Sergeants today, which, if you've been watching my channel a while, you'll know I'm not a particular fan of this unit, although its place in the game has improved somewhat with the heaviest of cavalry being toned down a bit. So we're going to come out on the flank here, and we're just going to pretty much keep an eye on the flank for our team. Go for the W, you know. So you've got 3 points, and they randomly activate, and then both teams have to go to that point and try and capture it. And if you capture 2 points, you win. So as you can see on the mini-map, there are cavalry coming around, so we're just going to divert them. So they don't want to play with 40s and Halberdier Sergeants. So off they go, and they'll retreat back. So at this point, our team are quite happily capturing the B point. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and cut off the reinforcements. We'll hang out with these Imperial Pikes. The 40s are going to join us. Ooh, that's a lot of shooty boys, Shinjis, but cavalry charges should take care of that. I'm a little wary of those javelins there. It looks like they're too focused on actually what's going on up and not down. So we'll just sort of cruise on here. Halberdier Sergeants are pretty good against heroes generally. I wonder if we can take these Shinjis down. They'll hit the javelins while they're retreating, I think. But if we can kill these heroes, that'll be good. We'll just move them onto the Shinjis, and then we'll go after this guy. Oh, he's trying to run. I have to be careful of these javelins. Get out of my way. But I'll get him. Watch. Here we go. Take that, you scuzzy pike. And meanwhile, where the Shinji Grenadiers have been massacred. But you can see these guys are going to try and take me out. But I'm just sitting here to try and interfere with their supply point. They can't bring a new unit out. They can't resupply while I'm standing on it. So we're going to go behind that shield wall and start massacring them. We can pretty much ignore the pike while we control our unit, because pikes against full health longswords take a long time to wear you down, even if... These guys will actually, with the rise of the Silidars, I found that the Halberdier Sergeants will actually murder Silidars like horrendously, so that's something. They're also not terrible against cavalry, but only because they have a stun on their brace. So none of these things here in front of us have a shield, so I think we're going to attack them in the rear flank while they're attacking the 40s, and we're going to have to push them off the unit. Watch this. The reason we have to push them off the unit is so that they can use the full reach of their weapons. They're not light pikes where they do the most damage at the end or anything like that. They just do really good damage to armoured targets. But I don't think we're going to come out of here okay against two gold units and two heroes. But either way, that was a really good run. 45 kills for the Halberdier Sergeants. That's ridiculously good for them, right? Now we can see that our team are capturing the C point. Oh, retreating Halberdier Sergeant managed to kill a hero. Good on them. So we'll just try and defend this point and stop that. That was actually a bit close. See how they're getting knocked back out of their shield wall. I deployed the Shieldmaidens too close. We're not going to lose because we can switch to, like, once we get in here and make them target me, we'll switch to swords and then triple tap them. Watch this. One hit, they should be doing another hit. Where's my other hit, guys? Go the servers. So really we're just playing blocker so that whoever's capturing C point, we can just kill them. Go and join them. This is a really, really short game. We'll just hang out here. Make it go quicker. You know what? Let's do another one after this game, because it was a really quick game. And we can do another one. Take the Halberdier Sergeants again, because they seem to do pretty well in this mode. Just the advance because. Well, GG. We smashed it. We got only an 8 here because it was so quick. 45 murders for the Halberdier Sergeants. Almost all of them gold tier units. That is redonkulous. And yeah, oh, I suppose we killed the javelins, didn't we? Pretty good. The enemy just sort of, once we cut off their reinforcements and then cut off their route to the supply point we're capturing, it was all over. Let's go play another one, shall we? Let's go. Okay, we're back. We're just going to change the team up a little bit slightly. Instead of the Imperial Shields, we're going to take some extra pikey pikes, including the, what do you call them? Halberdiers, the land sharks, depending on what server you're on. Because not only can they brace, they also have a very, very devastating charge. And I can just sort of see that being quite effective, how we managed to get pretty much around the enemy team quite easily in that last match. And I'll see if it happens again. Alright, we'll start with the Halberdier Sergeants again. It was so good for the Halberdier Sergeants last match. They normally don't have matches like that, right? That's an anomaly for the Halberdier Sergeants. So let's see how we do. Obviously the cavalry are going out first, and the A point is far, far on our left flank. So probably what's going to happen is we're going to meet them in the middle any which way about it. Kind of like how we tried to fight on the last match. And they're already ticking it over. Now, most of our troops will take a while to get there. And with this unit, you've got to wait for it to form up. Just like, say, Imperial Spear Guard or Shieldmaidens, you've got to keep them all nice and grouped up. You can't sprint off without them. So, it's just really how this unit goes. You've got to take your time. But even if they half capture it, we can go and full capture it afterwards. Now, I can see on the map there was someone sneaking around behind us. He's still there. See him? Has he got a unit with him is the question. Oh, he does. I can't save the muskets, but I can kill the cavalry if they come in. Yeah, I don't think that was worth it, friend. What a slaughter. You see, they don't kill the cavalry instantly like pikes do, but they do stop them in their tracks and then they just sort of wear them down. So that's kind of why Halberdiers in general are not a great unit, chiefly because they don't have the impact of the other units. So we can certainly back this unit up here. Now we've got plenty of time, don't forget, they have to get to 100 for it to count the capture point. Now these Prefecture Guard are a very, very good unit. However, they've just charged into 3 of the unit types that they can't beat, so they're not going to win. Halberdier Sergeants will chop these heroes down pretty rapidly. There we go. Halberdier Sergeants and Modars. So we've got a Domain Spearman unit there, and we'll just absolutely slaughter them. And we're not going to move out of our brace because all of these cavalry running around, just one by one, will sort of drift over this way and get sort of killed. So we don't want to disrupt our formation, but at the same time we want to try and support these Modal. And just as I thought, the early rush has not paid off because over their initial units, see these Silidars? Did I mention? I think I mentioned last battle that Halberdier Sergeants murder Silidars, and that's why, because of their brace. This guy, I'm just going to knock him over. Oops, get behind him, which wasn't quite successful, but the Halberds should still be in targeting, and of course the Modar can smash them down. So, but yeah, because the brace has a stun, a natural stun on their veterancy line, they can heavy unshielded units tend to get whittled down very, very quickly by this by the Halberdier Sergeants. And again, we're doing pretty well, all things considered. I think they're quite good in this game mode. They cover a bigger frontage than like the 40s. What have we got here? Is that Palace Guard or Prefectures? They're dying too easily. They're Prefectures, which means that they're no threat whatsoever. However, these Modal are being a little bit cocky. I don't think I would have taken my unit out there in front. You know, walked away from their team support. Oh, what the hell? Ah, freebie kill there. What was that, at the pike or the Nadachi? So we're just going to stay in our brace. Iron Reapers, same deal as the Silidars, except that they have a Tiger Step. So we're going to try and disrupt them early. Wait for it, here we go. So that half of the unit will be lying down when they try and do the thing. We'll try and keep the Moda alive just a little bit. God damn, these Raider Cav are awful, man. They're just so unbalanced. Got 11 left. Anyone going to charge us? We've almost captured the point, so that's really good. Oh, no, Iron Reapers. You shouldn't be doing that without your Tiger Step on. There we go. Now they're going to Tiger Step. That, unfortunately, is going to be the end of it. Oh, look. They're fleeing. Can we finish them? Oh, not quite. Ow. Alright. Well, we need to get up on that B point. To do that, I'm probably... Like the Halberdiers / Land Sharks, they're not going to be any good up there because they haven't got a charge lane. So, and the domain pikes are just too weak. So, I'd say we're going to take in... We'll just do that just in case they can fight somebody on the way. But it's going to be the Shieldmaidens to come in now. Because I'm not going to get the unit out again, I just sent it off towards the middle of the enemy army. Maybe they can do a little bit of damage. Okay, so what do we got going on here? It's cavalry. One thing about cavalry is that they can't get through a Shieldmaiden shield wall. They're fully formed. Yeah, there we go. And we'll do the same thing that we did to the Modau last game. We'll transfer to the swords and do the double bash and just absolutely crush the unit. Oh, dead already. We didn't get the kill though. So with the Shieldmaidens, you really... The cover commander is not brilliant because of the way the AI works with this unit. It's not like, you know, Imperial Spearguard. It's not like Silidars. It's not like Prefecture Guard. It's not using their best ability. So you only use the cover commander to move the unit around. It's quite good for movement. But what you really want to be doing is going into and out of this mode as often as possible. The mini shield mode, the defensive mode, because it buffs all of your team around you too. And to get the most out of this unit, you do have to switch between the spears and the swords according to the situation. They're a very, very complex unit to use. I'm not particularly great with them myself, although I do have good games with them. If he hadn't done that rollback, he would have just been murdered by the unit then. That's a shame. And typically you want to keep them in the spear mode as much as possible because it's their defensive mode. So again, we're going to make the little shield wall here. Buff all of our friends, and these banner knights have got no hope whatsoever, but the grandpas might.
We're about to capture point B.
And as soon as they're out of that, the cooldown for their shield formation, I'll do it again, assuming we're not in close combat. But the banner knights, banner knights, they were never, ever going to push through. And Shieldmaiden mini wall like this is just terrifying, even to things like grandpas, especially when you've got all sorts of pikes and halberds and Iron Reapers to back you up. It's just horrific. And once we think it's ready, we'll go into the sword mode, go into the double strike, and look how quickly we just smash down that Nadachi hero and his friends. Now back up here into the cover commander mode, simply because we don't want to leave the point. It's what we're doing, that's how we win. And 98, 99, 100. Double victory. Shieldmaidens and Halberdier sergeants, man. Who'd have thought? GG, you got an S tier this time. Again, low damage, but lots of gold units killed. Cataphract Lancers and stuff, not bad killing those. But yeah, very short games. 2 and 60. What is going on? What is going on? We had an amazing team score, support score, and general murderization. GG to the team, man. Oh well. Look at this map. Well, I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the battles. Thank you so much for coming to my Dune Hold channel.